G'day world and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications and outdoor stuff with knives. Excuse the light if it looks a bit weird today. Let me just see. No, I can't really change it. The sun is shining at a weird angle and my normal lights in here, they don't seem to cut it because there's weird light coming from the window that side. Okay. Anyway, we are continuing with our, knife maintenance video. Now, today, I want to talk about taking off a patina. Okay, you know when you use a carbon steel knife, now this is a fantastic knife. This is the Cold Steel Ranch Boss 2. But now, this is a fantastic knife. I love this thing. It's got a liner lock and a back spring. It's still super sharp. And today I'm ready for you. I have paper. Okay, so this thing is still extremely sharp. Because it's high carbon steel, it holds its edge for quite long. And I only use this for meat. Now, the problem with that is, because it's SK5, which is a high carbon steel, it patinas because I cut meat and I put it away. And then when I wipe it off later, we get all of these spots and blemishes and things on the blade. Okay, so today we're going to take that off and I'm going to show you how to put a knife away for long-term storage. I have a lot of knives, so I use something and then when I'm done, I put it away and then maybe I'll use it again, I don't know, a few months later. Okay, sometimes only just for comparisons in other videos. Anyway, so we're going to take that away and this still looks good. Maybe we should also take out the buck, and while we're at it, just buff up the bolsters, because the last time I took that out, the bolsters, because I put it in its sheath, I stored it in its sheath, and leather, the tanning process, there's things in there that will make anything that can corrode. So I'm going to get that quickly. And I'm back. Okay, so everywhere it's touching the sheath, it turned this extreme green. So we're gonna buff this up, or not buff it up, but we're gonna use Brasso and stuff that my mother-in-law actually introduced me to. It's stuff that you use. It's like a pink paste. You use it to clean your sink or stainless steel things, pots and whatnot. Okay, so I found that works perfectly on this. You can use pretty much anything, toothpaste, baking soda, whatever you want, and then you can clean this up. You can even, I think somebody said, I don't know, but there's millions of ways to clean this. So we're going to clean this and then we're going to cover it with something special that I particularly like to put on things that I want to store for a while. Okay, so let's get started on that. But I also have to braai today, so I'm going to do that in between. There we go. Oh, before we do anything else, I love this knife, and I've been carrying this thing exclusively for a while, but if you can see, it's super off-center now. Okay, now I can feel a bit of a wiggle in the blade, so I suppose if we take our wonderful CRKT, whatchamacallit, the bit driver, check the video on that thing, and then if I tighten this, it should straighten itself out. Like that. Is that straight? Yes, it is. Oh, and it sounds good again. I love that sound. Listen to it one more time. That's good, ne? Okay, it feels way better. It is super centered again and no more wiggle. Fantastic. Okay, so the pivot just needed a bit tightening. So actually, no. Yes, this is still going to be my braai knife today. And these two we will quickly fix up now. The nice thing about old technology, new technology, apart from this one being a backlock and this one being a liner lock with a back spring, this one can also be adjusted, which makes it so cool. I love the range boss. Let's just quickly do a size comparison on these two. Look at that. the cold steel is a huge knife compared to the buck 110, and the buck 110 is no slouch when it comes to size. Okay, but I must say I've been really enjoying this thing for a braai knife. I feel like a, I don't know, real braaier when I have this thing with me. Big, thick, super slicey, awesome knife. Okay, so let's see if we can get these two into tip-top shape again, and I will take you along for the ride. Okay, I've got a more of a top view going now. Please remember I'm on TikTok now also, but you will only see the shorts from YouTube on TikTok. I'm not making anything new for over there. I'm actually trying to get people from there to watch me here. But anyway, Instagram knife stuff we do. Go follow me there if you are not doing it yet. But I'm pretty sure all of you are already doing that. Anyway, so this stuff. Brilliant Shine Brasso metal polish. Over 100 years of expertise. Okay, Brasso. Everybody knows this stuff, I hope, because this stuff is magical. Let's see what Brasso does. Not just to the brass, but we're also going to be using this on the blade. The SK5 high carbon steel blade, to see what that does. Okay, immediately we can see the green is gone, so that's great. Okay, now the nice thing about Brasso is you wipe it on for a little while, or you rub it on for a little while, and then you let it sit and dry, and then you buff it off with the same piece of toweling, and it should be pretty awesome. Okay, I can hear somebody with a bakkie parking here in front of my gate. I really hope nobody wants to come visit now. I will be extremely sad if that happens. Hopefully it's a neighbor that's just parking here for something. Is that looking? That's already looking quite good. Okay, and this bottle of Brasso, I've been using this for a very long time already. Let's somewhere do the pins also, get everything nice and shiny. Shiny. Look at that, it doesn't take a lot to get this thing shiny again. Okay, it's going to turn white now as soon as it starts drying. That's when you have to buff it off with your piece of toweling. 420 HC on the blade, chances of that ever. See, it is actually removing the oxides. Chances of that ever, the 420 HC discoloring or whatever, is quite low. So that should not be a problem. Okay, so Brasso so far, we're giving a thumbs up all the way as always. I don't know, this might be a very long video, so if I were you, I would go and fetch a beer or a coffee or a cool drink or whatever you desire. But don't switch off the video, just go get that and then, yes, come back. I see marks over there. Hopefully this will loosen it up. Okay, so let that one sit. Now, let me get my finger into position again. Okay, these ones didn't really tarnish. I don't know if they have a coating on them. Maybe I'm doing worse now by... Oh well, it's too late now. Okay, let's get some new Brasso on here. And then, you see this side of the blade, the marks. Okay, let's see if we can get that off with Brasso. Otherwise, we'll do the other side. You see, this is the cold steel side. That's the range boss side. We'll use a different product on both sides. Okay, you know the clever thing to do is put it down on the things. You don't cut your finger or whatnot. Okay, that's for clever people. Do it that way and you won't get hurt, or do it my way at your own peril. But remember, I always tell you, I'm here to show you things, and sometimes it's how not to do things. Okay, so we're gonna rub this side. Actually, that point is a bit pointy. I'll have to do it that way, otherwise I will definitely be injured. Okay. Remember, patina is pretty much just oxides building up on something. So getting it off, you just need something that will very lightly scrub it. And on this blade, it's actually more difficult because it's got lines running that way, grind lines. So we are trying to... The nice thing about a long blade for a meat knife, especially a braai knife, is now I can cut using that area without getting gunk and fat into my pivot all the time if it's a short little blade. So the longer blades tend to work nicer. Oh, and upcoming knives. This month, or now for the next while, I've opted not to do anything new. I'm going to get a lot of old knives that I've always wanted, or that I feel that I'm missing, and then I will be showing you videos on those. Okay, let's give this a second to dry, and then we will buff it off with this towel and see what it looks like. Okay, it's been a few minutes, so I'm taking a clean part of the rag, and let's just buff it now. I'm not worried about the stainless steel bolsters and things on this one because it's stainless. It will be fine. Okay, let's quickly check this side of the blade. Okay, that looks pretty new. Okay, look at the other side. Now that side doesn't look that nice anymore, does it? Okay, so this one, that's my hand little fogging it up. Okay, so it looks way better over here. Okay, and then the shields weren't in rough condition to start with, so that's still fine. You can see I'm not carrying this thing in my pocket with my keys. Although when I use it for a braai knife, I do carry it in my pocket, but alone, because I'm not carrying my keys with me. Beautiful back spring on this thing. Okay, so we'll do this one with the other pink stuff and see how it compares. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that one. That one is almost ready to be put away for long-term storage. Now let's take this one. Just give this brass a quick little buff. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's shiny. Do this side. Tops. The pins. Brasso is magical stuff. I know you get something similar for silver as well. And then, well, any of these metal polishes, I suppose, will work. But I mean, you saw that the green, what do you call it? Rust, not rust, whatever. The tarnish on the brass before this. And look at it now. Oh, that looks fantastic. The patina or whatever. But now this thing looks almost brand new again. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'll show you now what we're going to do this time before we put it away so that it doesn't tarnish that badly again. This Buck 110, this is a fantastic knife also. Look, I love this thing. It's big and it's huge and it's awesome, but for like a heirloom piece, I don't know, there's just something about the Buck. Okay. So we'll put that there. We'll do that thing later. This bad boy, on the other hand, the sharp spine on this thing also makes it fantastic at scraping ferro rods. So if you're ever in the market for a huge, really working knife with a real high carbon steel, oh, I can still see some of the blemishes on the blade. But it's not like a big deal. And remember, it's a high carbon steel blade. Blemishes are supposed to be part of it, but it did look a bit rough. If you think about it looking like that, it does patina quite a lot actually. This is like 1095 type patinaing, and this is from meat, so the blood in the meat does wreak havoc. Okay, so let's quickly see with the pink stuff this side, and then when we're done, we'll do the I'll save it for later thing. Okay, so it's this stuff. Paste Clean Chemco. I don't know where you will find this. Is a multi-purpose cleaner. It's like a stainless steel cleaner for your zinc or whatnot. Now this is supposed to be a paste, but it dried out, so it's not anymore. Okay, and we've been using this same tub forever, so now it looks like this, like hard pellets. Okay, so I take some water and I jab it in there, and then I'm just gonna doing things one-handed, but I'm a professional, I can do it. Okay, I'm trying to use my tummy to press it flat. Okay, I'm just gonna show you kind of. Okay, anyway, so if you just rub this stuff on there, then just work it, and then I'll use a towel to just dry it off when I'm done. Okay, but I'm gonna struggle on, well, actually I'm gonna turn off the camera now and just do it two-handed for a little while. Okay, so I was actually just using my hand and the little piece of whatnot to rub it for a while. Now I'm going to do this with a drop of water and just rub it for a while, and then I'll show you when I'm done. Sorry, I'm holding the camera with the other hand. Okay. The side that I used the scrubbing thing on looks like it didn't work as well as the side where I used the Brasso on. So the Brasso side looks better. This one you can still see a few marks and a bit of blemish. I don't know if you can really see that, but trust me, the side still has some discoloration and it's not that even and whatnot. Okay, I've been using this knife, so yes, but at least there's no loud spots. You see there's a bit of a discoloration there and whatnot, but that's to be expected. But anyway, otherwise this thing looks pretty perfect. I'm very happy with that, and I'm very happy with this one. Okay, now what do we do when we want to put this away for a long time? I'm gonna be putting this back in its little cupboard for however long. Now there's a lot of things on the market, a lot of things you can use, but I like this stuff. Boeshield T-9, waterproof lubrication, rust and corrosion protection, delivered by Boeing Company. Okay, and there we have a weird overseas number, I suppose. Now, Boeshield. This stuff was designed for Boeing, which is an aircraft manufacturer or brand. You know, like the 747 and 777. Now, if you take this stuff and you put it on anything you do not want to rust, you don't have to put it on thick, you just put it on. And the little goes a long way. I've been using the same bottle for like, I think the last 3 years, maybe 4 years, I don't know. Anyway, coat everything you want to stay safe, and then you leave it for a second. It makes like a waxy film over your parts that you want to protect, over the metal. And then when you want to use it again, you just rub it for a second. Okay, so this stuff was designed for Boeing, by Boeing, to protect aircraft parts from oxidation and rust and things like that. So if it can protect a Boeing or an aircraft, then it should be able to protect your knives. Now, like I said, you do not need a lot. I'm still using the same 2 drops that I dropped on the other one to just quickly rub everything. And it's not a problem if it's on the wood or on anything. You just rub it later on and it will shine like diamonds. Okay, let's somewhere shine those little diamonds as well, so they don't try to rust on us later. And now, once this stuff dries, you can put it away for a very long time and it will still look fantastic. Okay, so that's my little secret on the days that I'm not too lazy to do it, to keeping all my things looking nice and fresh and beautiful once I have cleaned them and once I put them away. So let's just quickly get another shot of that. Boeshield. Okay, so this is fantastic stuff. And Brasso. I should actually bring back my Brasso also. Anyway, Brasso and Boeshield. With that, you can keep your knives looking new. You can take the patina of high carbon steel and you can store them for a long time while looking good. Okay, so that's my maintenance video for today. We'll do a new knife later today or tomorrow. Stay safe, happy, and have a good one. Goodbye. Okay, I have one of these firelighters light the corner of the packet. Okay, and then I'm gonna have my little assistant help me, because they can. We're buying. That's my little assistant. Okay, we're buying those fake ribs again today. I love those things. On buns, the kids love it. Nice and easy. And then, yeah, we're doing that. This is my, well, the last ones of my die braai hout koning. Excuse me, I was sick for a few days. That's why I missed Fun Knife Friday. Sorry, JP. Promise, hopefully from next week we'll do fun knife things again. Okay, now let's get that on there so that I can't do this one-handed. I had to add a few charcoal briquettes because I didn't have enough of my normal charcoal. Okay, this will light up now. Okay, our fire is still super hot, but it's getting there. We're getting close to making weird ribs. All those fake pork snout and ear ribs. But we love it. On buns. Like a rib burger. It's delicious. Okay, and here's our braai and brag pork rib burgers that we are going to be making today. Fire is a bit too hot. We'll wait for it. Okay, and there's our rib burgers. Like I said, I don't know what these things are made of. Since I bought them, I know it's pig ears and snouts and tails and all manner of things. You can't sell it real pork. But these things make great little burger patties, and my kids seem to love them. So every now and again, we do this. Okay, let's get them onto the mean fire so that I can be done a bit quicker. Okay. I hope this video, I don't know at what stage you'll see this, but I hope this video is not getting too long and you're not getting too bored. But it's Saturday and I was sick for a few days, so I haven't seen people. So I'm keeping you. You will be my friends for at least a while. Okay, and it's eating time. Now they're going to go onto buns with all kinds of deliciousness, and that's me. Stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye.